Good evening. I wanted to throw out a quick salute and remembrance to Dr. Jeff Meldrum, who passed away on September 10th. I didn't hear until a few days later because of the whole Charlie Kirk thing, which is understandable, but he was truly a giant in the Bigfoot Sasquatch community. He was one of the few academic professors with a real pedigree and a real background and real scientific base that took this subject seriously. I had the pleasure of meeting him a couple of times at the International Bigfoot Conference and some other Bigfoot symposium thing in Idaho one time. And he was always the gentleman, always took the time to answer every question. Even he was standing there all day, signing stuff, talking to people. He always had a lot of enthusiasm, and he was always very welcoming and very nice. And he's truly going to be missed because he brought a lot of credibility to the world. And thank you, Dr. Jeff Meldrum. His books have always been very unique because being a legitimate scientist and a legitimate professor with being able to write peer-reviewed papers, his book, Legend Meets Science, which came out a number of years ago, is awesome. It's my go-to recommendation for somebody just getting into this subject, or maybe they had a sighting or an encounter or something strange to happen and they just want to know more about it. This is a kind of a hard facts, no nonsense, no woo as they call it, look at Sasquatch. And while I don't always agree with the mainstream science explanations for Bigfoot, it is a good place to start. And also good for teaching you the nuts and bolts about foot morphology and how these things walk and how they're built different than we are. And that's what he was really good at. What I really learned a lot from Dr. Meldrum. If you look back deeper in my channel, you'll find a few interviews I've done with him. And I think I asked him about different types, what his opinions were. I also asked him about bone structure, how big they would be. When he was trying to come up with what a Sasquatch skeleton would look like, he took a robust Neanderthal skeleton and kind of scaled it up. The other one that's really good is his field guide. This is great if you got a buddy that's going to go Bigfooting with you and they don't know really anything about it other than it's beef jerky salesman. This is a great thing to hand to them because you can just give them this guide, and it has a pretty good little synopsis in there of how to spot prints, their general size and build, what they look like, some of the sounds that they've been known to make. I really love it. In fact, I've got a copy of the book that's signed, and I've got a copy of one of these field guides that's signed. And it was really sad to hear that he passed away, and he will always be remembered as one of the giants and one of the founders. And for everybody out there that Bigfoot's a joke or in pop culture, and for me that's important, there's also a number of people that have legitimately seen these creatures, that have gotten scared, who've had a bad encounter, who have gotten freaked out, had them looking in their window. And it's nice that there are legitimate bona fide resources out there. Thank you very much, folks, and please keep them in your thoughts and prayers. There's been a lot of loss lately. One last little thing I wanted to share was a quick funny story. It was the International Bigfoot Conference, I believe, in 2018, and everybody got to go to a dinner where you got to eat with a Bigfoot expert and mingle and talk and see all these people. And there was a special presentation of Lyle Blackburn's documentary about the Boggy Creek Monster, and everybody's sitting in there and I got the projector going, and it was a good film, a little bit dry but a good film. And Dr. Meldrum fell asleep and started snoring, and everybody's kind of elbowing and nudging everybody as Dr. Meldrum's over there just starting to nod off and snore. I mean, he had been on his feet all day answering questions. I don't blame him. Anyway, everybody please keep his family in your thoughts and prayers. And same for Charlie Kirk's family and a poor lady who got killed on the subway and all the other people out there who have experienced grief. We need to come together. We need to appreciate the little joys in our life. And thank you. And also, I hate doing this, but please subscribe. Please hit that like button. I'm trying to get back into YouTube, and that stuff really helps me out. Thank you very much, and stay safe out there.